Okay, in case you're wondering, this is a votive candle stand, which would have once stood in a church, but now lights up a corner of the Spaniard Bar in Belfast. There are pieces missing, quite a bit of damage to the wood and brass of the casing. The 45 candles are supposed to light up and stay on for about 15 minutes, but a grand total of 12 actually work. The candles themselves consist of a red glass outer cup, and inside is a plastic insert in two parts. This upper part helps it look like a wax candle, and then this lower section holds the bulb in place. Unfortunately, during transit, one of the glass cups got broken, so the first job is to try and piece it together again using a clear epoxy adhesive. Looks pretty good, although there are still a few gaps due to missing pieces. But we can fix that with a mix of clear epoxy casting resin tinted to match the red of the glass. First, we need to make a mould. Take a piece of white tack at least as big as the problem area, press it into an undamaged area, and then line it up again over the gaps. Drizzle in the resin and leave to set. To get a better look at the inner workings, I'm just going to pop off this bottom panel, and straight away you can see, well, apart from spaghetti junction, you can see there's loads of disconnected wires and missing or damaged components. So, time to get soldering. Here's how the repair to the glass cup turned out. Not bad, but there are still another 3 of these cups missing. By sheer luck, I found a seller in the USA on eBay who has 4 very similar cups, so I've gone ahead and ordered those, and I'll keep the repaired one as a spare. But there's no chance of finding a ready-made replacement for these plastic inserts. We're missing 3 of the lower bulb holders and 8 of the upper lids, so I'm going to have to get a bit artsy and craftsy here. First, drill out a disc from this plastic sheet using a hole saw. Cut a groove with a smaller hole saw, the same diameter as this section of plastic tube. Apply specialist glue and repeat another 7 times. The other section has these 2 lugs to hold the pieces together, so I've copied those with small bits of tubing and glued them in place, and that works pretty well. Then I just need to make this ring and washer arrangement. So I've cut these washers out of black foam, drilled some discs from the plastic sheet, drill out the centre to make a ring, then I'll glue them in place to make the complete piece. The brass strips were damaged beyond repair, but by flipping them over and polishing up the fresh, relatively untarnished surface, they came up good as new. The 4 replacement glass cups have arrived from America, and they're slightly smaller than the originals, but pretty close, apart from the lack of a large hole in the base. So, more drilling, very carefully this time. Finally, the electronics. This took ages and involved a lot of detective work on most of the 45 circuits. There were blown chips, faulty transistors, and tons of these 5-wire connectors needed replaced. To give you some idea, these are most of the bits that got removed and replaced. Finally, with everything reassembled, here is the end result. The wood has polished up beautifully, the brass is impressively shiny, and most importantly, all 45 of the candles now do what they're supposed to do.